Imagine standing at the very edge of free speech, an outdoor college event, thousands in attendance, and one shot from across the roof changes everything. On September 10th, 2025, Charlie Kirk was speaking at Utah Valley University when a sniper's bullet silenced him forever. The gunshot that ended Charlie Kirk's life wasn't just heard on a Utah campus, it echoed across the nation. Apart from strong response, the MMA community also erupted.
So this just happened. We just found out that Charlie Kirk got shot.
But one reaction stood out above the rest. Sean Strickland, never one to hold back his thoughts, delivered a raw and unapologetic response.
Alright guys, I'm gonna ramble on for a sec, bear with me. But I'm on Twitter, and somebody says, hey, did you hear that Charlie Kirk got shot? And my gut reaction was like, no, I fucking didn't, but I'm excited. Like, I felt this little dopamine spike in me where I'm like, dude, I want to see the video. And then I seen the video real bad, but I still kind of excited from it. Like, oh shit, you know, like I could feel like my muscles tensing. And then I start thinking, man, well, what's going to come from this? Was a shooter black? Was it a liberal? Am I going to get more fun? Am I going to get more violence? Let's burn this motherfucker down. I need some excitement. And then you start thinking, man, like, how the fuck did I become such a sociopath? Like, how am I so disattached from human beings? When people walk down the street, I don't even see people. I just see potential threats and problems. And then I think about, like, this is the last news cycle. We watched a girl get stabbed, murdered on a subway. We're watching little kids get pulled out of buildings because maybe somebody launched a rocket off of it. I don't fucking know why. But we are so desensitized and we're such sociopaths. It's kind of sad. I was walking through a park and there was a homeless guy with a dog, and the dog had a tennis ball in his mouth and dropped it at my feet. And like it was terrible. I wanted to fucking hit the homeless guy and take his dog home. It's like the saddest thing I've seen all day. And I just watched a man get murdered, and that was exciting. And I have to ask myself, like, how did we become a generation of sociopaths? And then I think about the 90s, and I think about the early 2000s, and I think about the second Iraq War, and I think about how the government, you know, linked up with video games to make Call of Duty, and we would stay up until fucking all hours of the night with our friends shooting each other. Guns are cool, war is cool, death is cool. And like slowly they just manipulated us to be sociopathic consumers, and the only thing we want is stuff and things. And it's so sad that we let these people ruin America, and it's like taking the soul from us. They took God from us, they've taken everything from us, and we're just mindless sociopathic consumers. And I don't know how to fix it, but I don't know, man. It's sad, it's frustrating, it's just sad.
Strickland's response to Charlie Kirk's assassination was as raw as it was controversial, but the very words that made headlines also sparked outrage. Almost immediately, Sean faced backlash.
I can't believe what I've just heard. This guy's a fucking weirdo. This guy's genuinely a weirdo. I'm actually, I don't think I've been lost for words this year. What?
Nobody needed to hear that. Social media is rotting people's brains, ruining basic humanity, not letting us see people as other people anymore. What a perfect example. And the fact, even if you did have this thought, don't record yourself and share it on the internet. Have some decency. What, you want to get some clicks? You really needed to get that opinion out there? What purpose? What does this serve? The f is this?
Sean followed up with something which made him look like he was just misunderstood in his raw, unapologetic fashion with grain of truth backing up his words.
Listen, I know you guys seen that post, and there's a lot of you that said what the f Sean is talking about, but you also understand there are millions and millions of people that can relate to that, and not only that, they encourage the violence. So what you're doing if you don't acknowledge that there's a cancer in America being fed by corporations and government, all you're doing is just prolonging the problem. Like, this is going to happen more frequent and more often, and you see it. So unless we really address the problem and say there is a mental health crisis in America that is being caused by government and corporations, it's just going to get worse.
You guys, the way my brain works, when I have a problem, I can't stop fucking thinking about it. And I can't stop thinking about Charlie Kirk and society. I just can't stop thinking about it. I was like, yeah, dude, I get murder's wrong, but how do you fight a machine so fucking big? Like, you can't vote it out, you can't talk it out, you can't elect it out. This is entrenched. how do you elicit change without violence when there is no other way? But you go and you listen to the left's argument why they hate him, and I disagree with everything. They say that, you know, he was a big reason why bombs are being dropped in Gaza, why we're sending people back to cartels to get killed. Like, their cult leaders have told them so much shit where you're like, man, that's fucking wild. That is wild that you believe that he does this, but they believe it. And I think that, like, coming full circle with this thought of why somebody's life doesn't matter, somebody's does, there's so much moral decay in society, and we celebrate death as long as it's not our guy. When it's our guy, it's tragic, but when it's their guy, it's not. And at some point, dude, for society to fix ourselves, we've got to stop. Like, I don't know, man, maybe Bryce is right. We all need to find fucking Jesus. Bryce, you're fucking right, dude. We got to find Jesus, you guys.
As the outrage grew louder, so did another perspective. Some began to ask, was Strickland really out of line? Or was he just saying what others were too afraid to admit? Maybe he also come to realization what he said was not right, and in same time brought some good points. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section.